Right. Well, you know it's going to be a great month when it starts out with a song like that. Yeah. Now, did you know that vacation time is mandatory in the European Union? And that 4 weeks is minimum? No wonder all of Europe agrees with that idea. There's no argument about it. And since the month of August coincides with summer school holidays, and along with July is one of the hottest months of the year, like it is here, most Europeans choose to take their 4-week vacation in the month of August. Even restaurants close for at least 2 weeks because even though it's the peak season, the owners want to take their vacation along with everybody else. To Europeans, the whole month of August means vacation. It means guilt-free relaxation. It means freedom from what is often perceived as the day-to-day grind. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, mostly because I want to have something to say about August rather than standing up here singing Hot August Nights. But also because it gives us an opportunity to ask ourselves, what does August mean to me? I mean, is it a month that has some special birthdays or other celebrations? Does it mean that there's a whole month left of summer to enjoy? Or maybe it means that autumn is on its way and so is the beauty of autumn. Or does it mean that summer's almost gone, autumn will probably fly by too, and before you know it, it's winter? I mean, I have a friend who looks at the appearance of squash and pumpkin in the market as a bad omen. But the philosopher and poet and theologian Soren Kierkegaard wrote, "Our life always expresses the result of our dominant thoughts." That's why it's important for us to notice our dominant thoughts, to notice what thoughts we're focused on most of the time, and how those thoughts are causing us to feel most of the time. Because life is to us what we focus on. Our life becomes for us whatever our dominant thoughts tell us it is. Our experiences of life are what we expect them to be, even when we're unaware of what we expected. In fact, life can be no more to us than what we believe it to be. That's why Jesus said, "It is done unto us as we believe." Life can have no meaning to us except the meaning we give it. So all this month, we'll be considering the idea that nothing in this world has any meaning at all except the meaning we give it. That nothing appears to us in this three-dimensional environment without having a non-physical, vibrational, spiritual counterpart, our mind. Buddha said, all that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. The mind is everything because it holds the concepts of things. The greater part of us is the eternal part. The non-physical, creative part of us. And as we think, we call into our experiences the images and forms of our thoughts. We're spiritual, vibrational beings appearing physically alive in a spiritual, vibrational universe that's appearing to us in physical forms and expressions. That's what's going on. It's our mental interpretations of the energies in which we live that create our physical experiences of life. Every moment is up to us. We read in The Way of the Heart, you are a literal creator in every moment. For when you name anything, you define it. You give it meaning according to the factors that you have built into the name you use. For example, when you look upon a field of energy arising from the mystery of earth, and you say the word tree, instantly you have brought forth into your manifest experience everything you have ever decided is associated with the field of energy that you have called tree. The same is true about all we name, even when we call that field of energy me. In every moment we say, I am me, we instantly bring forth into our manifest experience everything we've ever decided is associated with the one that we call ourself. Every me concept, every idea we hold of ourself is right there. And because it's all right there, unless we consciously choose how we want to express ourself in any given moment, our dominant thought about ourselves in that moment, and how that dominant thought is causing us to feel about ourselves in that moment, will automatically be how we express ourselves in that moment. Our self-expression is either mindfully chosen or a knee-jerk reaction to life. In the same way, when we call anyone else by name, in our mind or out loud, we're basically saying to that field of energy arising from the mystery of earth, you are this to me. And instantly, we bring forth into our manifest experience everything we have ever decided is associated with that one we've just given a name to. Mom, dad, brother, sister, lover, friend, co-worker, doctor, lawyer, teacher, politician, anything we name. Unless we consciously choose how we want to see that person and be with that person if we're with them, whatever our dominant thought is in the moment, how we're feeling in that moment will automatically be our manifest experience of that person. Because we literally create our experiences with someone else, of someone else, as we say, you are this to me, whether we say it out loud or not, we believe we really know that person. We expected exactly how that person responded to us. It was so them. But what we've really experienced of them is what our dominant thought and feeling caused us to experience of them. I mean, ever had a bad experience with someone that you're used to having a good experience with? And you wonder how that happened. Or you've had a good experience with someone that you're used to having a bad experience with, and you wonder, where did that come from? Ramana Maharshi said, nothing happens by accident in the divine scheme of things. Because everyone, every living being is capable of feeling every emotion and vibration of life, low and high. If we're feeling good, because we've just chosen to feel good no matter what's going on, someone else might unexpectedly rise to meet our high vibration. And if we're feeling grumpy because we haven't chosen not to, then someone may unexpectedly get down with us in that low vibration. We literally create our experiences with each other, with every encounter and relationship we have. We all agree, vibrationally. The same is true of every condition and situation and event of our life. We create it by naming it good or bad. We bring forth into our manifest experience everything we've ever decided is associated with that particular condition or situation or event. Our dominant thoughts cause us to see whatever we're looking at in the way that we're seeing it, good or bad. But if we don't like the way we're feeling about the way we're looking at something and seeing something, we are free to see it differently if we want to. How? A Course in Miracles tells us, my loving thoughts will save me from this perception of the world and give me the peace God intended me to have. We are spiritual, vibrational beings of love. We are so free that we can choose not to be. And we're so free we can choose to remember who we are. Now, as it's been mentioned, the title of today's talk is body language. Our mind is the instrument through which we interpret the world, and our body is the instrument through which we communicate with the world. The way we present ourselves physically in any moment to whoever's around, to others, reflects the interpretation and meaning we are giving to that moment. Now, most of the time we unconsciously use body language. So our nonverbal communication often inadvertently expresses our true thoughts and feelings in the moment, even when we weren't planning for that to happen. For example, if we're generally feeling happy, we're just feeling good, and we're thinking non-resistant thoughts about people and events, our cork is naturally floating and we're going with the flow of happiness, our face is relaxed and it easily breaks into a genuine smile. And we may tilt our head to indicate that we are curious or interested in a person or whatever is going on. On the other hand, if we're in a bad mood, we're generally resistant to everyone and everything that is going on. Our face is usually tense, and a smile couldn't get through if it tried. We might cross our arms as an indication that we are resistant to whatever is being said or whatever is happening. Now, we all recognize that body language in others. It's easy to see. but we're not usually aware of our own. Matter of fact, we seldom notice what we're doing or what we're saying non-verbally. And that's okay. But it's important for us to remember that our body is saying a whole lot when we're not speaking a word. And there's another type of body language that's we're often not aware of that can affect the health and well-being of our physical body. Abraham Hicks tells us there is nothing in the universe that responds faster to your thoughts than your own physical body. Our mind controls the health and well-being of our physical body. In Chinese medicine, specific organs and systems of the body are said to be affected by how we're feeling about life. It divides the human organic system into 5 organs: the liver, the heart, the pancreas, including the spleen, lungs, and kidneys. 7 primary emotions are said to affect the health of these 5 organs: fear, anger, joy, anxiety, and sorrow. Anger is said to affect the liver. Happiness, the heart. Thoughtfulness, the heart and spleen. Sadness, the heart and lungs. Fear, the kidneys, the heart, the liver, and the gallbladder. Surprise, the heart and the gallbladder, and anxiety, the heart and the lungs. Words spoken and unspoken emit vibrations that vibrate within our physical body as well as within the universal energy field that is full of potential. And how we vibrate becomes who we're being and how we're being and what we're creating as our life. The more we repeat negative thoughts and words, the more we begin to experience their vibrations as a condition in our body. That's why it's important for us to think and speak as if everything we think and speak matters, and it will have a result. Abraham Hicks said, "The universe is not punishing you or blessing you. The universe is simply responding to the vibrational attitude that you are emitting." Now, we've all likely repeated phrases without thinking about what they might mean. I mean, they're just sayings that we don't mean literally anyway, so what's the harm? Like, my head, my back, my neck is killing me. When we use such an intense description of pain or discomfort, it doesn't mean we're going to die tomorrow, but that kind of intense vibration allows pain to continue and wears away at our physical body. It takes a toll. We might say that just makes me sick to my stomach so often about this or that we develop digestive problems. Or we may be pissed off often enough that we develop bladder issues. If we're itching to do something and we're not doing it, we better get on it so that we don't develop a chronic rash. Physical challenges don't just happen for physical reasons, even for hereditary reasons. It's been proven scientifically that whatever we may have lurking in the double helix of our DNA strands, that it is our attitude about life and how we feel about ourselves that encourages or suppresses certain tendencies. If our heart isn't into what we're doing in life, then it's important for us to find a way to get our heart into it or to do something else so that we can continue to have a happy heart. A happy heart is a healthy heart that beats health into every area of our life. Healing begins within us. It begins within the vibrational, spiritual counterpart of ourself. And healing doesn't happen without it. Even in the midst of pain, even in the midst of sadness, even in the midst of anger, even in the midst of sorrow, if we can find a way to focus on the healing we want and feel the truth of it present within us as if it's already done within us, and we feel it down to our bones, then the healing is already done, because that's where it begins, and it must manifest physically. In the way of the heart, we read, therefore let your primary perception, your primary guiding light in your third dimensional experience be this. What do I choose to communicate to the world with every gesture, with every breath, with every word spoken, and with every decision made? We can choose to communicate love with every gesture, with every breath, with every word spoken, and with every decision made. And if we do, we'll be able to look upon every field of energy arising from the mystery of this earth, including ourselves. And we will be able to call it by its given name, the beloved of God. Namaste. All right. Well, this is our opportunity to say thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here this Sunday in the sanctuary. Thank you for being where you are, watching this. We feel the love. And if you enjoyed today's talk, if you received something from it, if you've enjoyed previous talks and you've received something from them, and you have been itching to support LEC financially, you want to do that so you don't develop a rash. And our treasurer, Jamie Phillips, Dr. Jamie Phillips, is here to tell you how.
Okay, so pay attention if you don't want to rash. Ways you can contribute to the Life Enrichment Center. You can contribute via Facebook, facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center, and hit the donate button. You can contribute via our website, lecflint.com, and find the contribute button and submit a payment that way. We're on PayPal, and our email address on PayPal is lec2512@gmail.com, and it'll open up and you can donate to us there. You can send us a check to our new mailing address, which is 321294. That's Post Office Box 321294, Flint, Michigan 48532. And in the sanctuary, we'll have our gratitude receivers come forward. And while we're taking a collection here, we're going to listen to Daniel Namad and Nemo Patel singing Grateful, and then Reverend Stephanie will be up for a gratitude prayer after, so stay tuned for that. Thank you.